a determined person. And nothing, if I can help it, gets me down. I mean, my husband died 18 years ago, and I had all sorts of people telling me, well, why don't you move? And I said, why? I don't want to move. Get a dog. I said, we had one for 19 years. Well, why don't you go on holiday? I said, I want to go on holiday. This is my holiday here. This is wonderful.
Oh, there you go.
Tells me how much is in there.
Isn't that wonderful? Simple? That is a wonderful thing, Thelma. Yeah. A simple adaptation.
Simple little thing that it tells you when the water gets to the end of there, and then I know.
Brilliant. But I'm interested, Thelma, what your garden means to you. Can we go outside?
Sure. I mean, there was nothing here when I came here. Well, my husband and I came here. There was nothing at all. So we've done all this. All this, walls built, patio laid. Some of the trees were here. The holly tree was here. But all the rest has been done by us.
Right.
And I love it. I come out and wander around and have a look. I can't dig now like I used to. But I can still do the pots, do my pots.
They're looking good. They're looking great.
I'm getting, buying plants here and there, you know. So.
And Thelma, you're living here now with macular degeneration. And so tell me, what do you notice in your garden?
Well, I was remembering the names now. I know where things are planted, and I go and look to see if they're coming up. And I think, oh yeah, that's, like I said, there was something here, and I said, because we planted these, well, Alex planted these this morning, these lupins and hollyoaks. I said, don't touch that, because that's a bluebell. That there, that bit of greenery, is a bluebell. I seeded it itself. So I know where things are. And it's a bit of a, you can see that it's, the grass of course is encroached. But there's all sorts of things, poppies coming up, look there, and all sorts of things coming up. I mean, I can see the forget-me-nots and all these...
You can see the colours.
The colours, and all these primroses, which are wild, have all seeded themselves. I planted it. I never planted that, it just came on its own. And planted one, and they all seeded themselves. So you can't mow the lawn if anybody wants to mow the lawn, because the things are in there. And I was looking out of the window the other day, and I saw a blackbird go in there. And I thought, they got a nest in there. Lovely. Then a little robin appeared. And backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Then I don't think they've hatched. But he was in there as well. So that, there must be a robin's nest in there. So he was fetching bits of food, worms or grubs or something, you know. But I come out and I look around and I think, oh yes, this is coming up or that's coming up. And then I think, oh, you know, I don't go over there now because I'm not safe unless I've got hold of somebody's arm. But that goes right down to the river.
You said to me that you'd been a florist in your past. And here you are living with all these wild flowers.
I know. I love it. Yes, right from 16 I worried this woman to death until she gave me a job. Look at that bird. That's a robin. I think I can tell different sounds, as you say, because we've got the train, the Severn Valley train runs past the other side of the river, so you hear that. That's great. Lovely to go back in time to steam trains. And there's so many birds of all sorts, and I've had all sorts of animals here, usually strays. I've got a little cat now who suddenly appeared, so she's one of the family. I've had a ferret came up the road, so he came here. I've had, what else did I have? Oh, a hen who had come from a battery place, called her Henrietta. And she went off to a party eventually and never came back. It has hops on it, little hops on it. I mean, they're only decorative. But that's, it's sticky, because that's how hops are. But that's going to go up there. But I can, certain things I can smell very strongly. But it's like, it drifts into in and out sort of thing. That you can come out and you think, oh, it's a lovely morning. It's cool and you can smell things, but it's not a certain thing. It's just general.
So do you think that different seasons have different smells?
Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely. I mean, you couldn't say that it's like daffodils do have a slight smell, but when you think about roses, that's a totally different thing because they're stronger. Roses don't do very well here. That one on the corner by the porch there, that does very well. And the perfume is beautiful. But different times, as you say, different times of the year, there's different smells. Even the garlic smells. Not that I like it, I don't, but it's wild, but it's got a very strong smell to it. Tomatoes, so go tomatoes and peppers, sweet peppers, things like that. But apart from that, no, because this isn't the sort of garden.
Oh my life! Oh my God! It's a whopper!
Alex, you missed it.
Good grief!
A Hercules, they come on a Thursday, come from Strawberry. That's right.
What, every Thursday a Hercules comes?
Yeah, they follow the river. You see. This is honesty. I used to walk quite a lot, but then my eyes got to the stage that I had to keep asking, and you'd come to a stop. I used to belong to the Arbley Walking Society. We used to walk every Tuesday, all round Arbley and places. And then you come to a stile, and it was difficult, you see, so I had to give it up, which was a shame, but never mind.
So Thelma, if you could go on holiday anywhere on the planet, where would you go?
Austria.
Austria, why is that?
Because it's green. Green and lovely. I've been lots of times. Been in the winter when it was snow, and I've been in the summer months, obviously. But I love Austria.
Because it's green?
Yes. It reminds me of here, if you like, you know.
What I love, Thelma, is that you keep saying that seeded itself, that seeded itself.
Well,
you live very closely to wild things. You've got a good relationship with the wild.
Yes.
You accept it. You don't try and tame it.
No.
What do you think about the role of the wild in people's lives?
Well, I think it's important if you're that way inclined, but a lot of people aren't, are they? I mean, no way. It's like people say, oh, I couldn't live here. It's too quiet. But I couldn't live in a 10-floor block of flats. I should go mad. So the difference is I was born in the country, so I'm country through and through. And I love it. And I just, you know, it's a lot of upkeep, of course, as you can imagine, to get it looking a bit pristine. Somebody came here and he said, this is after John died, and he said, it's not as pristine as when John, I could have murdered him. as pristine as when John was alive. So I said, we're doing our best. Alex does so much to help me. He don't come every day, but when he comes, he helps me. But I'm a great believer in, you know, if you cross somebody, it'll come back. Not long after, his kitchen burned down. I thought, is there poetic justice or what? A walnut tree. And it started in a pot, half a walnut. You know, you crack a walnut in half. And I put it in a pot and it grew. And I planted it there. And that's it.
How long ago did you plant your walnut half?
Must have been, I suppose, 10 years maybe. Or less than that a bit.
It's got some buds coming on it.
Yeah. I did have one walnut one year. One year. I didn't eat it because I couldn't. Oh no, I couldn't eat the one.
Yeah.
The spruce. Bought that back from Austria.
Oh.
In a plastic bag. It was about that big.
And look at it now.
And look at it now. Yes.
Your garden's full of stories.
Well, it is, yes. My father always used to say there was 40 shades of green. And I think about it, I said it the other day, and it's perfectly true, there is 40 shades of green. If you think about it and look around you. But you see, today, not everybody wants a garden. They go out to business, they don't want a garden. They want somewhere to park their cars and put the caravan. And it's a shame because I think they lose out so much. I mean, people come here and say, isn't your garden lovely? And I say, well, it's a bit wild in places, but it's how it's got to be. How it's got to be.
You can't fight with nature, can you?
You can't at all. No. No, I like it and that's how it's going to be. When I'm gone, I often say this, when I'm gone, up there, they'll come and they'll just desiccate this. It's a good job I'm not about to see it, but there again, you never know.
You could come back as a duck.